Hello DCFM fam, it's Dr. Caitlin. We are going to go over the windmill exercise. I like to prescribe this exercise for spinal stabilizers, for a core exercise, for a shoulder stabilizer, good for all those things. So we are going to go over that without a weight first, and then I will add in a lighter weight to start. I generally don't like for people to do this with a weight if they've never done it before, just because it is kind of a stabilizer for the shoulder, and if you put too heavy of a weight in to start, it can cause some other issues. So I'm going to show you how to do it first. I like to take a little bit wider than a hip width stance. If it's still a little too hard for you, you can go a little bit wider, or if it's a little easier, you can go back to that hip width stance, but I like to take a little bit wider to start. And then I am going to put my right arm up straight in the air, and then my left foot is going to be turned out just slightly. So the goal with this is to have a nice soft knee with this leg. This leg will stay locked out, and then you're going to kind of do a little hip hinge movement going all the way down to the floor. So what I like to do is I look up at this hand that's in the air, and this arm should stay in this position the whole movement. And then I'm going to go down about mid-calf to start, and then come back up. And as you noticed, as I went down, my armpit kind of turned out at a 45-degree angle the opposite way, and that's completely normal as long as the shoulder stays in this position. And again, like I said, this is kind of a shoulder stabilizing exercise, so you're gonna feel that a little bit there. So once you get good at that mid shin, you can try to go all the way down to the floor, but again, keeping a nice soft knee on this outside leg here, and doing a slight hip hinge out to the side. So a hip hinge is when you take a rod and you were to put it right through your hips, and then you just sit them back. Again, a nice soft knee, but idea is this hip hinge. And we do this for lots of different exercises, like the beginning of a squat, deadlifts, all that kind of stuff. So hip hinges are really good to know for many different types of exercise. And I will show you what it looks like with a weight. So I'm going to do it on the opposite side just so you can see. So again, left arm is up in the air now. I'm going to take a little bit wider stance, turn that right foot out just a bit. I'm going to look up at the weight, make sure my my arm stays in this position the whole time. And again, it's just doing this small movement, and that's just going to be a natural movement of the shoulder as you go down to the ground. So looking up at the weight, come back up, come back up. If you feel like the weight is kind of flopping around or pulling you forward and backwards, you probably got a little bit too heavy of a weight. This is an exercise where it's slow and controlled movement, and a lighter weight is going to be king for this exercise. And then once you kind of master that, you can go up to maybe 10 or 15 pounds. But honestly, there's very few people that I know that go above those weights, and they've been lifting their whole lives. So try not to go up too much in weight to start. Start with that 5 pound or even no weight, and then kind of move up from there as you kind of master this exercise. I would do about 10 reps on each side, and make sure you have nice, good control. You can even see if you have a mirror that you can look at yourself, make sure everything looks good there. But if you have any questions, just make sure you DM me, and thanks for watching.